Hey everyone, how's it going? So, when we last left off, Lynn was able to retake Castle Caelin and be reunited with her grandfather. And we came to the Would You Like to Continue Playing screen. So, this is the screen that comes right after that. As of chapter 11, Eliwood becomes the story's main character. So, this is, I guess, game wise, the next part. And Eliwood's story will take you right to the end. However, once you beat Eliwood's story, you unlock Hector's mode, which is technically harder because you have more things available to you, more guidance chapters, things like that. So, what I'll try to do is play through Eliwood's chapter, and once it's done, or Eliwood's story rather, we'll play through Hector's to end. So, uh, some of the levels will be repetitive, but you'll get to see from both ends, both points of view. Also, you'll notice as well that there are different maps on certain levels, and that's because it goes according to the levels of certain characters you have. Like one map will show on a certain level if you're, I believe, if your heroes are higher level than your fighters, and vice versa. You'll get the other. Um, so we'll see when that comes. I'll try to do. I'll try to record both portions for you. If not, if it comes too complicated, I'll do one map on Eliwood's and the other map on Hector's mode. But I'll try to get it so that you can see majority of the game. So let's continue. As of chapter 11, Eliwood becomes the story's main character. Sean's role will be to act as tactician aiding his group, help Eliwood to fulfill the chapter goals, and fight his way to the end of the game. You'll start your first campaign with Eliwood, then meet his friend Hector in chapter 12. Hector's one of my favorite units in this game, and he's a better lord than the other two for sure. And who knows, you might even meet Lynn again. Spoilers, we will. If any of these three is defeated, your game will be over. Well, they just spoiled it for you. If any of these three is defeated, the game will continue if any other allied units are defeated. And I know in the last episode, or the episode of previously, we lost Florina, but because that was technically a quote unquote tutorial mode to start the game, she'll end up coming back to use once you see Lynn later on in this game. But starting now, if you do lose any units, you will lose them forever. So, best to be careful from here on out. Yeah, however, a defeated unit can never take part in combat again, so be careful. 1 year later. Once, dragon fought man in a war called the Scouring. Mankind vanquished the dragons thanks to the efforts of 8 heroes. These mighty 8 generals brought peace to Eliwood. The continent was divided into nations, and the people enjoyed an easy prosperity. The hero Hartmut settled in the east and founded Bern, famed for its military might. Saint Elamine moved west, and her sacred name flourished among the artisans of Etruria. The horseman Hanan's legacy lived on with the nomads of his beloved plains of Sake. The birthplace of the knight Berrigan is now home to the renowned Knights of Ilia. The Berserker Durban's final glory was to create a warriors clan in the Western Isles. The Archsage Athos is said to have retired to the barren wasteland of Nabata. The heirs of the champion Roland themselves became the lords of the Lycian League. Alib has enjoyed a peace that spans 980 years. How much longer can this peace stand before its foundations begin to crumble? Deep within the Lycian League lies Feray, a land that has known no conflict for many generations, but which now finds itself touched by a shadow of unease. Its beloved and benevolent ruler, Lord Elbert, has mysteriously vanished. as have a number of his sworn men, loyal knights who serve at his side. A month has passed without word from the Marquis. Rumors of his death abound. However, the Marquis' son believes his father lives, and he has vowed to find him. Marquis Ferre's son, Eliwood. A red-haired youth who will one day become the finest knight in all of Lycia. His long journey begins here. Alright. Taking leave. Lord Eliwood, we leave on your word. I see. Thank you, Marcus. Mother, it's time for us to go. Eliwood, promise that you will return to me safely. I'm worried about your father, but if anything were to happen to you, my heart could not bear the sorrow. I know, Mother. Please do not worry. Father is alive, I know it. I vow that I will find him and return him to your side. I have your word, then. Yes, of course. Isadora, I trust my mother to you in my absence. Yes, my lord, I will guard over her well. Mother, I will return. Rest easy. Well, Marcus, it looks like it's just the two of us. Not so, my lord. My man Lowen will be traveling with us. Lowen? That's reassuring. I've sent him ahead to the village. He helps to seek out a few able men who are skilled at arms. Normally, I wouldn't venture forth without a larger company, but I bow to your will on this matter, Lord Eliwood. I'm sorry, Marcus. I would rather not deprive my mother of even a single guard. The best knights in the realm disappeared with my father. If anything were to happen to my mother while I am gone, I understand, my lord. What's keeping Lowen? Oh boy. We've all heard that the Knights of Feria have vanished, right? Well, your misfortune is my good luck. I have an announcement to make. As of now, this village is mine. Grozny is your new liege. Now bring every last piece of gold down to the smallest fleck. Excuse me. Lord Eliwood, Commander Marcus, Lowen, calm yourself. A knight must be in control at all times. The village is under attack. It's bandits. What bandits here? Are you sure, Lowen? Let's go with more details. And we meet Rebecca. My Lord Eliwood, I'm the daughter of the village magistrate. My name is Rebecca. The bandits came without warning. They're stealing everything. I beg you, please help us. I see. Marcus Lowen, we must aid the village. Yes, my lord. Rebecca, stay here and keep out of sight. If it please you, my lord, I would rather fight. I hunt almost every day, and I have some skill with a bow. Is that so? Very well, but be careful. Yes, my lord. Lord Eliwood, one more thing. There's another in the village who has offered to help. A traveling tactician who was staying at the inn. A tactician? Yes, my lord, this is Sean. Hey, it's me. Sean. Do you know this person, my lord? Yes, I met Sean during the trouble in Kaelin last year. A fantastic military advisor, if memory serves. If not for Sean, the Marquis of Kaelin and his granddaughter, Lynn, might not have survived Lundgren's uprising. What brings you to Foray, my friend? Still traveling about and honing your skills? Of course, a worthy pursuit. Let's give thanks to Providence for our chance reunion. We have need of your aid. Please lend us your skill. Alright, here we go. So we get 4 units on this map, and I believe we get a couple more that appear. Here's Marcus here. At least in this mode, normal mode for Eliwood, do not use Marcus at all. Like, just don't use him. Because he's an upgraded unit, a paladin, he doesn't give you much experience. He doesn't get much experience when he kills these enemies, so don't use him. He's actually really good when you play the game on hard, though, because he's already a promoted unit and he has great stats all around to start. So for hard mode, he's good, but for these purposes, we do not want him to do anything at all. So let's start. I'm going to move Rebecca here first. Actually, let me move her a bit closer. Doesn't really matter, but I guess I don't want her to be in conflict here. So here's Lowen. He's the third trio. I think Sane's better with attack, but has low skill. Kent has better skill, lower attack. I think Lowen is something with... he has high speed. but lower one of the two. I don't remember. Um, but usually in these Fire Emblem games, there's 3 Cavaliers, and they each have a strength and a weakness. Lowen isn't my favorite of the 3. Kent usually is, or Sane, but he's still very solid. We do want to get Eliwood up a decent amount so he can fight on his own. Once he's able to start doubling up enemies, we don't have to level him much anymore, necessarily. We don't have to focus on that. Also he has a rapier. There's Dorcas and Bartray. What's he doing? Hey, he's taking... Sorry, I wasn't reading it. He's taking on those bandits. Protecting innocents? That's the right lordly thing to do, isn't it? Right, Dorcas? You talk too much. The lordly needs our help. Right, leave these mountain weaklies to me. I'm Bartray the Brave. Bartray is probably one of the better fighters. If you were to play a fighter, he's probably the best one to use, in my opinion. And we do have to level them up somewhat. So, let's see here. Because we will get heroes later on. So we do need to split up the experience just a little bit. Who do we want to train first? I think we want to get Eliwood up to level 2 first. Okay, so I have Lowen double up this archer. And then Dorcas. That's enough to kill him. I don't want him to die. Maybe I can hand axe him, because Bartray does have a hand axe. Perfect. Okay. And have Eliwood finish him off. I just want to get Eliwood to 2, and then I'll have him take out the boss. That'll be 3. And then we don't have to level him for a while. At least what I like to do. I'm just going to have Marcus visit this village here. Is Lord Elbert well? We've heard nothing but foul rumors hereabouts. All of Faray's worry for his well-being. Hear that Lord Eliwood's going to find a marquee. This dragon shield is our village treasure. That's the other thing. I forgot to use the energy ring in the last chapter, which sucks. So this is a dragon shield. This raises defense 2 levels. So we will use that on somebody. We don't need to use it now because the enemies aren't very tough yet. But, oh, he still has the energy ring. Okay. I did not know they hold on to it from the previous chapter. So that actually is really good. So, I'm just going to move here. It's actually good to know. I didn't know that they hold on to the energy ring from the previous chapter. Because I don't think he normally starts out with the energy ring in Eliwood's game. I could be wrong about that, but I don't recall. Rebecca's pretty frail, so I'll have her here. Have Dorcas chop this guy up. Eliwood's cool. He doesn't need to be there. Have Bartray take care of that guy. Yeah, okay. Actually, I'm going to go right here. Because if I don't... Yeah, if I don't, Rebecca's going to be arranged. This way, if they want to go attack they won't be able to attack Rebecca because the trees will prevent them from doing so. The only problem is that they're going to be in the trees. It'll be harder for them to attack. But, I was going to send Marcus right here. I'm going to send Marcus to that vendor right there next turn. That's perfect. That other guy has to go around. Okay. So does Lowen have? He does not have a Vulnerary. Rebecca, I'm not even gonna bother using her. But I'll have Eliwood come down here. Or not. I'll have him go from the north. Take out this guy. Okay, there he is. He's at level 2. Not the best, but you take what you get. Lowen. Okay. Oh, I actually hit. I did not think that would hit, but sometimes you get lucky. I'm just gonna have Lowen. That's not enough to kill him. So I'm gonna bring Rebecca over. Deal some chip shot damage. That's really good. The archers are good for. I feel bad saying that, but it is what it is. Okay. Oh, he's so close. I'll go to the vendor, buy some vulneraries. I'm just gonna fill up my inventory and buy. Oh, I could only buy 2. Oh, that's right, because I have the dragon shield with me. Okay, so I probably want to give my vulneraries then to Dorcas and Lowen, since they'll be on the front. I'm just gonna give the energy ring to Marcus. I'm gonna use a vulnerary right now. Okay. Have Eliwood come down here. I'll probably go buy a couple more just in case. Okay. Have Dorcas come here. I kind of want to lure that archer over first. Yeah, archer's at full health. So I'm just going to leave the hand axe equipped. I'm just going to leave Lowen. I'll leave Lowen right here. He can get easily. I'll heal him. Bring Rebecca down and we'll see. He didn't attack Dorcas, but that guy is. Okay, so Dorcas should level up. And so should... Okay, so I'm going to have Dorcas deal... Okay, so I'm going to do that. Oh, I should have had low in attack. Oh, there's a crit. I'm just short. It's okay if they don't level up here. Alright, skill 1 up. His speed is still slow, but hopefully it goes up soon. I'm just gonna wait here, have him attack me. I don't want to risk anything. And I'm just gonna buy a couple more vulneraries. I need to seize the gate, so I need to have Eliwood come here. I don't want to risk Lowen getting a crit. What is this? A pack of children coming to play? You think you could challenge me? What, Foray Knights? But that's impossible. That's right, I turned animations off for... Come on. Oh, that was abysmal. Let me adjust the thing. So I'll turn Eliwood's on. I guess I'll turn down on low end. That's pretty much it. Okay. Have Rebecca come and take a whack. Low and leveled up, so I'll have him just chill here. Oops. Okay, that should be fine. I'll kill him here. Oh. Yeah, chances are we wasn't gonna hit twice in a row. He's gonna heal from this though. So let's see if I can get a crit here. Nope, no crit. I can just finish him off for the next hit and level up Eliwood. And then I don't need to focus on Eliwood for a while. It's good to try to level him up at least once a chapter, though. Ugh, I thought my luck was finally turning around. Apparently not, man. Alright. Not bad. Okay. Oops. And then I have to seize the gate with Eliwood. And that's it. Ah, you would be Lord Eliwood, yes? Our deepest thanks for coming to the aid of our fair village. Think nothing of it. It's the Lord's duty to protect the citizenry. Would that were true, my lord. The good folk of Laos know no such protection. The Marquis, Lord Darren, is too busy preparing for war. He ignores all complaints of bandits and thieves. Preparing for war, are you sure? I would not lie, my lord. My brother lived in Laos until a few days ago. His home was torched and he had no choice but to flee here. According to him, Laos could go to war any day now. It's all the people of Laos are talking about. Lord Eliwood, if this is true, the situation is a grave one. If Marquis Laos is ready for war, his target is most likely another Lycian territory. Perhaps this is connected to Lord Elbert's disappearance. My father and Marquis Laos? It seems a tenuous connection, but it's good as a start as any. Let's travel to Laos. We must learn more. Thank you for your guidance, Sean. Where are you bound for next? If you have no destination in mind, perhaps you could travel with us. Ours is a small group with a single purpose, to find my father. I do not know where our road will lead, but we would be stronger with you in our company. You will travel with us? Splendid. Thank you. I pray we give you no cause to regret your decision. Alright. Rebecca, where do you think you're going, young lady? Father, I intend to accompany Lord Eliwood. Don't be ridiculous, girl. Lord Eliwood is not going on a picnic. He's riding into danger. I know that, Father. That's why I want to go. We owe him our lives, and I want to repay him. My bow may not be all that much, but I know it could be of service. And Father, I may meet up with my brother somewhere. You're the magistrate. You have responsibilities. Foreshadowing. This is all I can offer. I need to do this. Please, Father, let me go. Dear me, you're just as stubborn as your mother was. I'm sorry, Father. You must bow to Lord Eliwood's wishes on this matter. If he consents, you may go. Thank you, Father. Lord Elbert has always been kind to us. Follow his son with a true heart, Rebecca. Serve Lord Eliwood well, as I have served his father. I will, Father. Alright. So that is it for Chapter 10. I still don't know why whenever I save it doesn't show the chapter. But I'll figure that out somehow, maybe. It doesn't really matter. It does save, so I hope you all enjoyed this this chapter. the start of a brand new chapter in Eliwood's story. And let me know what you think of the video, if the volume needs to be adjusted in any way, if you would like to see certain things, and I'll try to accommodate as I can. So hope you all enjoyed, and when we come back in the next video, I will continue on with Eliwood's journey. Alright, thanks for watching, everyone. Take care. Have a good day.